Kristal Wick here with Artbeads Cafe, where we have all things caffeinated, beautiful, and blingy. Oh my gosh! Teri, my lovely guest. It's all about blinksters. I have been waiting for this episode. I can't even tell you how long because, you know, my name's Kristal for a reason. Alright, gang, it's little black dress jewelry time. So Teri, happy to have you here to fill me in on some little black dress goodies that you have for us, so please share.
Always happy to talk about shiny things. We need men's jewelry for dressing up. It's hard enough to get them out of jeans, but
True.
if you could make them something spectacular, like these Shambhala bracelets, we have natural gemstones with large holes that accommodate the big cord.
And I like the one with the skull there because it's a guy thing. Yeah. I mean, it's wonderful. And what I really enjoy about a lot of the Shambhala style is it is unisex. So like a lot of these, of course the women would like to wear them, but the guys would like it too. And they are masculine. They're looking nice and black. They go along with anything that you're wearing fancy. Maybe some holiday outfits. Maybe you want to do matching, you know. Maybe the gal wants to wear shiny jewelry and the guy can wear the black. I just really like this idea about the little black dress jewelry, but with a twist. The guys have some Shambhala stuff going on. Okay, so walk me through some of these other beautiful pieces.
We've got pearls basic. I mean, we all love pearls, and nothing says, I'm ready to go out.
They go with everything.
Yes. And plenty of sparkly crystals. We have some sew-on stones that you could link together with some chain. And
I like that's unusual because a lot of people don't know, jewelry people don't know what to do with the sew-on stones, and they're gorgeous. The Swarovski sew-on stones are big, bold, beautiful. It's lovely to just link them together. If you can do a jump ring, this works, doesn't it?
Huge variety of colors and shapes.
That's
anything
a good one.
You like.
I love this one. Walk me through this baby because I know, little filigrees that are linked together, that are sewn. You did what kind of stitch with this?
I just strung them. The filigrees have 6 holes.
Nice.
Good size holes. You could sew them onto things or you could incorporate them in strung jewelry. But I just used the round 5,000 beads in between and 2 strands of Zamba Pro wire. And
lovely. And tell me about the clasp.
The clasp
is
my favorite
part. Jinx, owe me a Coke.
Okay. That's a Linda Hartung clasp that accepts epoxy clay.
So it's a blank. So it comes with nothing on it. It's plain. You can put whatever you want, and you did this.
Because the filigree just fit nicely on top, and I was able to fill around.
I love that. So you used black epoxy clay, stuck your filigree in the middle, and then filled in with clear chatons.
Chatons so small they look like stars in a night sky.
Yes, they do. Oh, that's wonderful. So you could also customize this very project. Any color.
Any color.
Any color chatons. Love it. Love it. Okay, what about these waterfall earrings? Those might be my favorites. I don't know. Look at those. They look like, it looks like ice cubes drooping down your ears. Perfect for holidays.
That would be all you'd need and a little black dress.
I should say.
Leave the rest of the jewelry at home.
Like it.
Because that's all you need.
That's true. Cool. I wanted to do a little black dress flare with a bit of rock and roll because I like the edgy stuff sometimes, so I did this lovely draping chains. I try. And then I actually made this flower from melting little fabric pieces and then putting it together. That's so much fun, I can't even tell you. And then glued the Swarovski crystals in the middle, and this is a pin. So I just pin the pin to the necklace. Then you can take it off and it's just chain. So I thought that was a fun little take on all kinds of things. Little black dress jewelry. So.
Heavy coat in the winter and cheer up.
Exactly. Very cool. Well, thanks for sharing, Teri. We love our little black dress and especially all the unisex bracelets for everybody out there to get ready for the holidays.
Can't leave it.
I'm so excited to share with you my Kristal Wick picks for this week, and of course, as you can see, blingy, sparkly, shiny, ready for the holidays. I thought it would be really fun to use some simple rondelles that are very fancy and pretty, and just add some Swarovski pearls. Because I love the pearl colors, and now we have the rondelles to match the pearl colors, and so when you put them together, easy. This is the best last-minute project for either Christmas gifts or you're running out the door for a party, or this happens to me all the time. Someone gives me a present and I didn't think they were going to. Oops. And I make these because I'm like, oh, here, I had this for you. It's your favorite color. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, yes.
So I thought, well, no, these are easy, quick, and easy. And again, I just used the Swarovski crystal head pins to add a little touch of bling on the bottom, the pearls, and then the rondelles, and I just slapped a little guy on top and called it good, and those are your earrings. Now, these would make great necklaces and great pendants. Just one would be nice.
That's true.
Or a keychain, or also really great zipper pulls.
Oh, yeah.
Backpack
Great
dangles.
idea.
So if you want to, do it for your tweens, do a backpack dangle instead of earrings.
Right. They look very cute.
Thanks. I think they're pretty fun.
Yes.
Okay, Cynthia, it's time for our Q&A. And we have Tammy in Iowa who is asking us, how do I use clamshell type findings?
Yes.
Great question, huh?
It is. And I just want to say also, some people call them clamshell,
Yes.
and some people call them bead tips.
That's a good thing to bring up,
So
because
it's
bead
two.
tips to me mean something different than clamshell findings. So everybody
Okay.
needs to know clamshell, bead tips, same thing.
Yes.
So you're going to fill us in on all of it.
Yes.
Yay!
So we have different type, and I want to talk about this one first. All those clamshell / bead tips are used mainly with threads. And it can be silk, it can be cotton, or Chinese gold also. I used some Chinese gold. So I want to show you those first.
Okay.
They come in silver and they come in gold plated. And what I like in those is they're really great to use with the silk when you do knotting pearls.
Sure, okay.
And then here I made also a multi-strand necklace, and you have all those strands and you don't know how to finish and put them to the clasp. Very easy. You just use the bead tip.
The bead tip for that. That's
Yes.
great because it looks really elegant. You'd never know the mess that's inside the bead tip, would
Exactly.
you? Nice.
And then I really like those also because you can use a thicker coal, and I use the Chinese coal
Okay.
with those.
Nice.
And I think they have, what I like also is the finishing. So if your coal is black, you can use a black one. If your coal is like a copper color, use a copper color
Nice.
clamshell
I like that a
too.
lot.
And so let me show you how to do this.
Great.
It's very easy. So we're going to start by making a knot at the end of this cord. And I cut the cord so it's very, very short, just to show you how to do this. So it's just a simple knot. And you go
like
inside the bead tip, and there is a little hole there. So you bring
Okay.
your needle there,
Got
and you
it.
go, you pull it, and your knot will be ending inside the bead tip.
Great.
At that point, I like to use some glue. And I love this one because the tip of the glue is very small. So you can drop just a dab of glue in here, cut the thread, and then you just close the bead tip like you can do with your fingers, or you can do with a
That's it?
channel spot. That's it.
Wow, that
Yeah.
was easy.
It was
That
really
looks
easy.
great.
So then you keep going with your bead like I did on this one.
Okay.
And I want to show you how to finish it on the other side.
Great.
So I take another bead tip. This time I go through the back.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
When we started, we
Yep.
went through inside. This time I go through the back because the knot has to go inside.
Right.
The bead tip.
Okay.
So, and then you bring your thread like that. And what I like to do is, again, just a simple knot, but this time I will use also a pair of tweezers to bring my knot inside the bead tip.
This is the key right here.
Yes.
I think that's the tip, to get it nice and tight, right up, to butt up against the little
Exactly.
finding.
And you want to make
Nice.
sure also that your bead tip is really close to your bead or the knot that is there.
Got
And
it.
you keep pulling on the thread and your knot is right inside.
Look at that.
Easy.
Wow.
The same, you put some glue,
Mhm.
cut the thread, close it, and then you can attach a jump ring with your clasp right on
Look
there.
at that's a lot easier than it looks. Than you
Yes,
think. So
it
I'm
is.
glad you walked us through this.
It was really
Wow.
easy.
Well, thank you, Cynthia,
You're
and
welcome.
thank you, Tammy, because that was a great question, and now
Yes.
we all know how to do it. So then thank you for joining us here at Artbeads Cafe, where we have all things caffeinated. And Beadie, any questions, please let us know at artbeads.com. And otherwise, happy beading.